Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Greg Tech New Horizons Garden of Grind, episode 39. Well, a bunch of things happened since last time. One of the prominent ones is the mob farm that we've built. The setup is pretty good. Didn't do any kind of surprises on me yet. What I don't like is the fact that it spawns teleporting creepers that are all over our base right now. But what can you do, right? So last time while I was playing I realized one thing. I needed a plan because I have some resources, I have something to work with, but I can't really see the goal clearly. Obviously we need to become better at this game, which is a skill issue, but still. The main problem is that I don't see where I should go now. Well, next. I did this automatic crafting thing for copper. Also, I should worry about steel and some other things. Yeah, larvae. Hello. How are you doing? How's your game doing? Oh, like, you mean real house? Okay. Good luck with that. It can be really hard. I remember when I was moving house, oh my god, that's crazy. I also kind of moved houses, but I was in a situation that I was studying at a university, like I was living in a dorm and I didn't have a lot of clothes with me, a lot of things, so just, it all could fit into a single car, you know. It was still stressful, but I think what you're doing is a lot more stressful. I hope that with this move, you're gonna enhance or upgrade your living conditions. It's cool that you've got the resources to actually do that, like to feel bad about yourself, or I don't know, like whatever you feel about yourself or anybody else or anything else while you're in depression or anything. And not everybody has such a thing as to move houses when they feel bad about something, when they don't feel good. So I hope this helps you. Your factory awaits. That's what I should have said. 10 out of 10. Axie's streaming right now at the same time, so he's got like some crazy things going. Like I watched his stream for a couple of minutes, and it was crazy that he built like a town, and he built a town with like streets and roads and stuff, and even inside of the his buildings, there are like a lot of different architectural things. Like he built like a room with benders, and he actually placed the benders on top of I think those are also micro blocks formed in a table-like fashion. So he had tables with benders and like a counter or something where chests were underneath that. So and all the electricity to those benders, I think it didn't come from any wires, but instead it came from what was that, like machine hulls maybe. So it felt like it was it looked like ventilation. Actually, a lot of genius moves in there that I didn't even think were possible. And the guy does that at hardcore. Something I cannot fathom. Just even if you... I mean, can't fathom, that's it. So what do I want to do today? Because last time we were kind of lost. We were just redesigning our farm, but nothing really substantial was happening. So I want to change that. I want to dedicate today's stream to... No, Iron Tank doesn't feel like a vibe now. Fluid Solidifier is actually trash because most of the recipes are MV. What else? We can also try to push through to MV. Just need a circuit assembler. Oh. To get that, one is gonna need an electric blast furnace. And for that, yes, even though the big tank is not a vibe, I think I'm obliged to build one because otherwise my energy is not gonna exist, Let's kill all the berry surplus, 77 levels, and spend that on, I don't know, what do we spend that on? I guess iron. No, actually, I think silver would be good, considering we still need those solar panels. Is this the primary energy source for us right now? Last episode I built another one, so we have two now. One and the third one is working on the field. I'm not seeing my buckets. Oh. I need to craft some more buckets. Three iron plate each. Really that expensive? So, as far as I understand, oil is not really an option in LV because you can only get that through a pump, which is not viable for us because we don't have oil. It's the MV tier that we have. Is where we have the bio bullshit. Actually, I don't even know if that's the right way to buy a diesel. I never went this way. I relied on solars only, so that's new for me. There was a moment where I couldn't get enough solars and I had to use fuel or something, but that was from the bees. There were bees that would produce those, whatever you call those little bee balls. Those aren't what do you call those things? Those weren't like a. I think it's called propolis or something. And there was like a propolis that would being centrifuge that would give you small amount of diesel. Maybe not even diesel, but some kind of fuel. I'm gonna find that bee now. Drone. Or maybe just fuel. Yeah, petroleum propolis. That's what carried me throughout up to yeah, and that bee also does the oily propolis, I think, or it used to. Yeah, it also gives an oily comb which can be used to get oily propolis, which is oil. Refined bee is a lot of work. Now that I'm looking at it, I can't even understand how I did all that before. And I had like 16 I remember having about 16 apiaries working full time, and that would give enough fuel for me. What do I tell you? I don't want to do all of this. I want to rely on something that doesn't require automation to be maintained. I'm a lazy person, very lazy. We should also start the crops. I mean, there's so many things to do. I don't know where to go. I mean, there's an idea to rush MV, but I'm not ready for that. There's so many things that I should automate. But seeing how other people play, I think most of them overdo the automation that is required to be comfortable at a certain tier. I think you can get away with a lot less than what they do. I think it's just some kind of, again, over obsession based on mental condition or something, because I don't believe that you need 64 EBFs. Not that I'm saying that somebody's crazy, but in a good way, I think they are. It's the way they play, but I find myself not convinced that I should get 64 of anything in this game, because you're constantly get upgrades. The only thing I'm convinced and sold out on is the do you call these things? Like the UU matter bullshit that gets you the scrap boxes for the sapphire thing for the lens in HV, I think. This is mandatory, and I know that, but other things, not so much. And we need to do something with our levels. We got 92 levels and 3,500 essence berries. And I don't know where to invest all of that. Into iron, I guess. I wanted silver, but I think silver is the best way to go. How else can I... Wait, essence... berry. In a fluid extractor, we can turn that into a liquid experience. Then we could pipe that. I have an idea in mind. Can you imagine a huge bathtub or a huge ice cream machine? And every contraption like this, which is for copper, is like a tap with a different flavor of ice cream. And the initial precursor comes from this essence berry field, farm, into the pipe, and the liquid then gets distributed into different taps, you know? So you always have your main precursor, which is ice cream, and then every contraption changes the flavor ever so slightly. So you can get copper if you redirect the flow of experience into the different tap, which is going to be here. You can get iron, you can get this, that, and I think that it is totally doable. Or maybe we can just change the recipe plan here, and that is how we change the flavor of our ice cream. Like, for example, this one is copper ice cream, which we can swap out into like an iron ice cream, and then there'll be another barrel that will be storing iron. So all I'm saying is that I won't need to ever touch the buckets with my hands again, because I could just have the recipes that I would put into here. But I'm a bit worried that I will have to have a lot of different barrels. Is that the thing to worry about? I mean, if I elongate this thing up to, I don't know, here, is it gonna reach the... Are those dust gonna reach the... I need to test that, because that's a really good idea, because I'm gonna be very disappointed in this game if I continue to manually give myself the medals from experience. Of course I'm gonna do this one more time with 92 levels. All I need is another ULV. Well, actually I need some food. Do we have food? Is there anything I can eat? There are a bunch of carrots. Can I turn them into something? Carrot bag. Carrot cake. Carrot juice. Three carrots, spice leaf. Stock. Interesting. I do have a pot. Can we eat that stock? Wow, it's actually a very good food. Wow, it gives the whole hunger thing. So what do I need to automate that thing? More pipes, brass item, so more brass. I also need another tank. That's what they call it. Buffer tank something something. Let's go with this one. I do have a large clay pipe for another craft like this. Plus, we only need 4 iron plates, 2 tin plates. And 1 steel plate. And a bucket of water. Right? What's wrong with this thing? Alright, another low voltage fluid tank is done. Let's try to... Wait, we can actually just stand on that one and it's gonna turn all the 92 levels into... Oh, yes we can. Let's do that. See that... So brass pipes. Oh, actually I wanted to... I know what I wanted to do, the epic bacon thing. I just need all of the... So the potatoes were necessary for that, now that I have them. What do I need potatoes for? Which tab? Yeah, the thermic bases. Cactus. Did I ever search that? I think I did. Red lawn melon. why did I need... Oh, right, the baked potatoes thing. There's the quest that gives me... something. To melon slice, yeah. So all we need is to craft a roasted potato on a stick. So let's roast the potato first, then get a stick for it. Once we get melons, we can get red lawn seeds. Yes, it's insane. If I eat melon slice, will I get the seeds, or do I need to use hammer as it is stated here? Craft for seed, but the craft is with hammers only. Yeah, there's a hard hammer recipe and a soft hammer as well. It's just that with a soft hammer you have to use twice as many melon slices. So in order to turn melon seeds into redstone, I think I'm gonna farm for more melons first, because 2 is not enough. Oh, wait. I think I can use that. Mature. So do you need another block too? To place your junk. Strange. I mean, it has blocks around it. I don't understand why it doesn't work. Hello? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's how you multiply seeds. You don't even have to wait for a melon to grow. You can just tear down the stalks, and they're gonna give you 2 to 4 seeds almost all the time. Good to know. I can abuse that. Now that we've got about 20 exactly 20 seeds. We can spend half of it to get the red lawns. But for red lawns, we need 16 machina, 16 potentia. So just redstone. 16 redstone. Done. Oh no. Shouldn't have done that. And besides red lawn, we needed the special cactus. Where do we get cactus? Quest for infinite water gives us that. We gotta be... Where is it actually? I don't see the quest. For finite water. Just needed some logs. Stone Age. I see it. Good. Now, we throw that with some senses. So I guess what they mean is copper. No. Honey drops. Dangerous. We need clean source of permutatio. Maybe the copper would go, but we need about 24 of that. Senses is just any dye. So 6 of any dye and permutatio. I think I should Google that. Yeah, only the honey drops. Unless I can centrifuge all of that now. Cotton seeds. Oh, actually, we have a lot of those. $24 plus 6 of any dye. Is bone meal a dye? Well, we can just... yeah. 6 of that. Okay, let's go. Good. We've actually got it now. We need a sand block. At least one. Sand block, please. Don't we have one? We do. We need to switch this thing for iron if we want more, if we want a better tank. Hundreds of copper is good, but not always called for. I can't catch more than one bucket at a time. I need 3 to draw a recipe. I need an iron one. Well, actually it requires 2. So what else should we get? And tin, I guess. They're the most important. Oh my god. So stupid. Okay, so those are the recipes. So I think the setup is gonna break if I do that, but we're gonna test it. And then I want to switch the recipe onto a iron one. How do I... Oh, that's how I switch it. Okay. I have a feeling it's gonna get stuck. Do we need more buckets to start the fun? Yeah, it actually works. Wow. That's all I needed to do. And now we just need to turn these into liquid and pipe them into the system. But sometimes, sometimes the dust, for some reason, if it's too fast, will get piled up in here on a 4th or a 5th slot, or even further, And this way, the autocrafting bench cannot output them through the hopper, and they get stuck there, and the cycle never breaks because there's always a bucket that hops up and about out in and out of here, and it messes around with. Yeah, I know. I don't think I got that at the moment. To tell you the truth, I cannot, for the love of God, understand how filtering in GregTech works. There's a filter, but I can never figure out. I mean, I think this filter right here, I know how Ender IO filters work. That's super easy. But the GregTech ones, like you mean the filtered conveyor cover or something, or because this is this item filter, I think it's just a thing for crafts. The one that's the item filter, I think it doesn't serve any purpose outside of crafting. Item filter block. Oh, these guys. Mm-hmm. No, it does not. Yes, it does. No, it does not. Yes, it does. Yeah, I followed the chain and I found a thing where there's no compromises, you know. So I can already see that the buckets are stuck and they don't want to move anywhere. They don't come back. Now you're saying it worked? I just rearranged the buckets and it suddenly works. How big of a tank can I get? What's the maximum in here? Heights 8, diameter is 9. What's the diameter? I mean, is it like a half a radius, or the radius is a half diameter? Yep, I'm that stupid. The smallest tanks are 3 by 4 by 3, while the biggest one 9 by 8 by 9. I gotta get that one. It's either that or nothing. What's that gonna cost me? We need to calculate the amount of iron tank walls and the glass blocks we're gonna need. I don't want to do the math in my head, I'm just gonna build the thing with cobblestone. So, 9 by 8. So the 9 is... I understand, yeah. 7, 8, 9. That's a big tank. We could live with it. In it, I mean. It's a very big tank. 2, 3. How much does it store? So, what about, well, we'll have to wait for steel because it's not there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the height of it and the width of it. One, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. I cannot count how much of what I need. I don't know how to do this math. Yeah, I could. I remember last time I went out to get aluminum, I got like 10 ingots after half an hour of killing the mobs. If you're trying to figure out a way for... Oh, okay. You mean the numbers of how many blocks do I need to... I need the amount of iron tank walls I need to get, because the rest of those blocks are going to be the tank gauge blocks, and those are a lot cheaper, I think. I cannot do the math that I'm trying to. Well, I could probably... So let's say it's 9. It's 8, 17. That's another 8. 25. $32 blocks is only the bottom. 32 blocks is the bottom. The top is also going to be 32 blocks, so twice as many. And then the pillars are 7 each, plus 28, so it's about 92 blocks of iron tank walls. And the rest, which is... Wait a second, I think I'm not building that. I can't. It's a lot of money. Unless there's a unless there's a recipe in an assembler that does 2 iron plates to a single iron tank wall, which simplifies the whole thing by a margin of 4. I don't know. It's wow. You counted 76, I counted 90 something, 92, I counted 92. So I counted the bottom part, which is, let me recount this again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 30. It's 32 in the bottom. Yeah, both 32, which is 64, right? No, the base and the top are both 32, plus the pillars that are also corners, which also have to fill with the walls. Each pillar will be 7 because they wait 6. Yes, 6. So it is 624, right? Slightly less than I counted. Yes, it's 88 blocks. Yes, and I was slightly off as well. What is 88 iron tank walls? Just a measly amount of 176 iron plates. Yeah, that I can do. It's easy. I already have this amount. I just need to bender that thing. What I don't like is the recipe cost. On its own, it's pretty intensive. 30 energy per tick. And my assemblers cannot handle that thing. My assembler cannot handle that thing because I don't know, it starts to cough whenever I run such a recipe for at least 10 seconds straight. It means I need a second turbine because obviously all of the distribution between the wires in here, amongst all the machines, it caused the loss of amperage. Somehow I think I knew everything about energy, but I still have troubles. This is a 4x10 cable, and it loses one volt to get to the basic assembling machine, which means that this machine gets its 30 volts, even slightly more than that, but I know for sure if I run the recipe it's gonna fail. Who knows why? I don't. The turbine never runs out of steam. It's always 24,000 out of 24,000, so what the hell is that? Yeah, I could. I'm just in a process of figuring out how to stop being lazy to get another turbine. I think I want to be lazy still. I should have called my Twitch channel not Basil the Amazing, but Basil the Lazy instead. With all the with everything that's going on, it would be a fitting name. So, what's the math about the rest of the blocks? It's basically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7 in on 6 sides. So 49 times 6 is about 300 plus. Oh, really? Okay. I thought everything that's not the corners can be glass. It's a huge project. Maybe I shouldn't go for that amount. But if I ever do that, it's gonna be crazy, crazy, and just overall very. Larvae, do you know why the iron tank or any other tank cannot have more than 2 valves? It's connected to the joke about Valve company never having more than 2 in their games. Like, I cannot. I wish I could. Yeah. I wish I could be more eloquent to deliver the joke better, but I guess I pointed you to the right direction mentally. That's why there can only be 2 valves. I think we should start by stocking up on some trees. There's so many projects. I really need to hook that pipe first to the flow, and also need a. I already have a fluid extractor, but I can't. I mean, the whole energy's there. I can't use another. Oh wait a second. No, don't wait. Forget about it. I need to find a way to somehow transport all these concentrated essence berries closer to my fluid extractor. It's easier to run an item pipe that long rather than running an electric cable to and get 32 out of 32 ampere loss. And but do I want that kind of entanglement happening? Even if I were to extract things here, I would need to pipe the experience all the way to this place, which is also very expensive. Wow. So it's quite a challenge to automate that, logistically speaking. I think I'm better off making a bunch of turbines and feeding a solar boiler into them. So right now I have 3 stacks of iron. Stone alloy. This is what I need. But that's a BF, right? Mm-hmm. Because with lossless cables, I'll be able to run any machine. Okay, let's get a second turbine and forget about this mess. 2 amps will be more than enough to feed any machine for any amount of time, unless I don't have sufficient amount of steam. Okay, to get the turbine, circuits first. I want to craft 2 circuits so the second turbine can go to the field. Glass tubes. there's a better recipe of those tubes. Molten red alloy. Yeah. Shouldn't do that manually anymore. Now the 4 bronze food pipes. So many bronze now. I retoggled our experience tab into the tin mode because we need a lot of tin for the upcoming tin rotors in the amount of 4, which is about 6 or 7 tin each. I hear some unwanted sounds. This is me leaving darkness in here. I guess I'm fine. What I understood about my experience field is that the amount of experience that I have is a lot more than I can handle at the moment. That's why I'm always topped off at about 4,000, which means that there is no use getting another field unless I can automate all the incoming stuff. Yeah, no, I'm just using non-Java barrels. Okay, I understood. And the draw upgrade is actually plus 4,000 for 6 iron ingots. Oh, actually, wait. And the piston? What? You serious? I mean, maybe it is as cheap, but the piston thing? That's stupid. Oh, Java barrels are also pistons. So, I wouldn't say they are cheaper than... I don't know, maybe they are. Hello, Contisol. How are you? Okay. I'm glad you're fine. I guess. I wouldn't say so. There are some positive changes, but nothing crazy. Really nothing crazy. I'm trying to figure out a way to get about half a thousand steel ingots for the max level steam tank, or the iron one, you know, max size, triple XL kind of stuff. Calculations were really rough because they opened my eyes, and I realized how many of those ingots I need, and the amount of, well, this is the size of it. It's gonna be like that, and 8 blocks tall. So that's pretty enormous. I think I want to get an alloy smelter that's faster than this one. I cannot stand this one anymore. Whenever I'm looking at this machine and knowing that I have to get something through it, I'm like, no, not this one. Not the steam alloy smelter. Please, 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 God, no. Even the spot of this machine is like crazy. It's like in the corner. Larva, sometimes I'm thinking you're trolling me with this steam fuser thing. It only needs a quite clear glass. Yeah, more and more machines, but they also eat a lot more, and I try to handle the... No, Larvae, I might be just falling into your trap again. Into a trolling trap, but I'm gonna search the steam fuser again. And it's a multi-block, right? And it needs 26 bronze-plated bricks. Granted, it's bronze pricey. Well, maybe there is a way. There is a way. I don't think that 26 bronze-plated bricks is that pricey. It's basically about 80 bronze ingots. Tumbaga. Yeah, I know that the glass, the chiseling recipe. You're thinking I can be misled by the fact that I can't get it, but I've played this game for so long that I've been frightened by this quite clear glass for a long time, and I know where to find it and what. There are many different ways of getting that. If I go for it now, I won't be able to get anything else today. But if I get it, oh wait, you were saying that I don't need the borosilicate thing. I can just use the quite clear glass, right? From chiseling. Okay. If that's true, if there is no borosilicate bullshit, then I might as well just go for it. What is 80 bronze plated? Oh, there's even the reinforced one which I can get. Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, quite clearly. What is this? It's so cheap. All right. There's one problem though. If I run this machine, it's gonna deplete my iron tank in about 3 seconds, right? Yeah, that was one of the things. But what about the steam it's gonna guzzle? Is that the verb? Guzzle up? I don't know. What's gonna happen to my steam tank? Is it gonna die in about a few seconds? Because as far as I know, parallel. Yeah. So, but it's times 8. It's times 8, which is still more. Yes, it's speedy. Yes, it's fast, but it's more. And I'm sort of afraid of that. That I'll build a toy that I won't be able to use. Well, I can always spin a single recipe in there, you know, like a single item. Yes, it is. Yes, but with my current setup, I wouldn't even think about processing 8 items at a time. Yes. So what I'm saying is that this one humbles me. The steam alloy smelter, it humbles me. And if I get the where you scale, I don't know where I scale. If I was playing just GTNH, I would probably do it because I know that I'll be or processing stuff. But here, when our resources are really shallow, I got the bronze for this thing. I'm looking at 104 4 copper ingots and 30 ingots. That's enough for the machine. I am going to need to get the bronze pipe casings too, which is also quite pricey. Maybe I don't have all the bronze. I want to go old school and just get the LV machine, really. The LV alloy smelter, and forget about it. I'm not seeing how. Let me just quickly do the math here. Uses. Let's compare the recipes. For example, something pricey in an alloy smelter. Any recipe like that. Let's say I want to get a steel ingot from steel nuggets. That's not even showing on the menu. Oh, here it is. So two. That's the only unmasked recipe I need, is to get steel ingots fast and reliably. It is just 2 volts per tick, 10 seconds. Getting the LV is gonna make it down to 5 seconds and 8 volts per tick. I just don't know. I cannot decide. I did a bunch of research now for clay. What am I getting? Oh, time. Time, where are you? Oh, the lucrum. The wolf. Movement. Okay, now we can duplicate clay. gives us terra and aqua at the same time. I suppose nothing. But the gravel gives us 2 terra. And aqua we can get from buckets. So each gravel is 2 terra, each bucket is 1 aqua. So 1 gravel. Okay. Let's start with that amount. Come on. $36 something. I would then just use the smelter. Very slow. I think I started on a path to getting this huge stim multi-block. This is the always smelter, fuser, whatever that is. But I'm gonna need to get a lot of. Maybe it's worth it to upgrade the steam alloy smelter to the. No. To the high pressure one. Just to get things done faster. It's pretty cheap, I would say. Let's consider that. Wrought iron plates. 6. 1 steel plate. And then I'll win 6 more for the pipes. So with that fuser, we're going to need 26 break blocks. No, not even more than that. 30, exactly 30. And a lot of bronze. I like how I got distracted from making turbines to freaking steam alloy smelter. And everything is useful. You can't stop. You need to figure out everything. That's why people play multiplayer, I guess, so that everybody can be delegated with something, some kind of responsibility. And I'm again, for the second time, doing it alone. There's definitely something wrong with the recipe. Clay is unreliable in a crucible. to get more. One needs 25 explorer coins. Oh, that's just mobs. Wait, I think I can get that. Yeah, I just completed all of this anyway. Super easy. So clay is not a problem again. Which means brick blocks are not a problem. Where are they going? I hit them and they disappear. It's interesting. What about a steel tank though? I know it's kind of pricey. Oh wait, we completely forgot that this thing is gonna require steam hatch, an output bus, an input bus. Each is, again, very expensive. Well, the steam hatch, where did I don't think I want that. I mean, it says that it only processes up to LV recipes. Why do I need it? Can't I just go with the energy one? Just out of spite. For everybody who feels it's efficient. Can I just feel spitey? I don't know, I don't feel good. Yeah, I know that. It's just that I don't think I'm ready to go this, spend all of that. I don't have the guts, I gotta tell you. Guts are not there. CC'd out, pussied out, whatever you call it. I don't feel good about that. It's, you know, it's when you're at a party and everybody's like doing drugs or something. Well, not that I've ever been to such a party, but when they go like, do you want that? And you realize that it's not good for you, and you don't do it. And you're like, and you go home because you kind of realize that the party is not about who you are anymore. think that's how these parties go. I think you have to stay true to your own feelings in everything. Even if that means you're gonna look bad, stupid, or anything. I specifically remember that I never needed like 3 to 4 steam alloy smelters or whatever. I just relied on one and I upgraded it, and that was enough for me. And what I'm doing here is even less than what I used to do when I had like my previous run, where I would have freedom to have as many resources as I could. And I was very shallow with it. Was very humble with it anyway. So I'm not really far away from that where I'm at now. Also, everything is really humble. So let's go back to what we've previously wanted to do, which is turbines. We do have the motors, and we do have the LV machine hall is the way to go. Ten rotors now. We do have an assembler, but the way it works, it's the same price. Oh, that was good. All we need is a tin rod. $16. When is it about time to jinx my new farm design and invoke a cobblestone creeper to ruin things for me? That was like a poetry. When's the right time to jinx it? Because right now it works perfectly. Let's start the countdown. I bet that in 5 minutes it's gonna break itself. I don't know what I did better this time. Same water slides, same layers, just more of them. Same radius. I don't know. so one turbine is almost done. I'm going to dedicate it to the setup that I have here under the roof. No. What is wrong? Oh wait, I don't need glue. I don't know why I did it. We already have the rubber. Alright, now I've got 2 amps. Means I can run anything I want. As long as there's enough steam, I'm fine. There should be like a basic recommendation for every player to always have one than one amp. Otherwise, they're just not gonna understand what's happening to their machines because of the cable loss. It's almost always worth it to get 2 amps. I'm stocking up on wood screws because these guys are really important. To get still nuggets. Oh no. But I know a way out. And a solar thing. Oh my god, silver again. I don't want to get silver. How do I get silver? Besides the XP buckets and patches. Well, there's a way through Filmcraft shenanigans. That is pricey. Well, we do have the coins we can spend. Oh, let me scan this one. Good. That was really important. Scanned goo, tainted goo. I feel that was important. So I sort of understand what needs to be done. I sort of do. Yeah. All we need is a solar panel. We have one, we could sacrifice this until we get more silver. There's this shining bee. I'm trying to find ways to get to get silver, but there isn't any. Silver fir sapling, is that gonna give me silver? Of course not. Actually, considering the amount of armor I get, I could use a good macerator as well. This thing is going to be in a fish trap. They told me some of those fish traps give me the actual diamonds. I suppose this one is really slow. What's this mod pack? Pam's Harvest Craft. guess we need the other trap. Steel bars, really? That's painful. How much is that? 4 steel bars. So we need 24 steel bars. So we need 18 steel ingots. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I want to. That's about everything that I should say. It's MV. Oh my god, no. Wow, so bad. We'll have to rely on that. We'll go with 1 fish trap. Also an MV recipe. Are you kidding me? Wow. What's this price? Alright, we got 1 fish trap. Let's see what we can do with it. I want to encase that in glass. A chiseled version of glass. 16 will be enough. Oh, here's my cobblestone. uh, cobblestone thingy. Now it's all stuck. We'll finish. We'll fix that later. I know just the tool to do that. Oh my god. But the mobs are out. The zombies are out. I think I should go peaceful now. So since it should be surrounded by water, I guess it has to be. Let's place it here for now. Okay. The glass is too expensive for that kind of work. We're just gonna do the cobblestone as usual. We should deal with the farm. Starting to tick on my nerves a bit. Oh my god. It's very bad. Broke the walls. Luckily that can be easily fixed. I also need to get my hammer. Oh, I already have it. The fish catcher doesn't have any. God. Where's the... There's supposed to be an output here. Strange. Let's wait. See, there's like an internal... Yeah, the fish catcher. It used to have like a menu where you could see what it caught. Seriously? The black one? I spent about 18. Yeah. But I think I can hopper things out of there, right? That's fine then. You can believe it, larvae, but sponges were single-handedly were one of the best improvements to my gameplay throughout the entire run. I would spend half an hour clearing out a cobblestone sphere, and now it takes just about a few minutes max. And if we're talking about water, just a few seconds. I placed 2 to 3 sponges, and the water's never been there. Yeah. Took me 5 minutes to fix the farm instead of usual hour, and plus depression, plus not enough will to live after all. Now it's not a problem. So we need to get another hopper for the fish trap, plus a chest. Yeah, I can see that it caught something, but can't really extract it. That's why I'll have to use my hopper. Yep. So some people say that it is possible to get energy from that through fish oil. Combustion generator. Highly inefficient. It needs methanol and stuff. Every type of fish is scanned independently, but they all give the same aspects. I think that's an exploit that wasn't supposed to be there. I think I know what can also, a huge breakthrough for me is getting that soul vial thing, so I can yank pitches out of this kill box. I know what else to call it, because golden lassos don't work. And I know that's MV. If not further than that. Fused quartz. That's super easy. The soul vial itself is a recipe that's crafted in an MV basic. I mean, in an advanced assembly machine, which is MV. That kind of defeats the purpose. But there's no other way. I'm not seeing a purple dye. Oh. Now I see it. Purple, red. Oh, we don't have red now. Forget about it. Alright, I can't really fully automate this thing at the moment. It works on its own quite fine, as far as I can see. But the field one, it's not automated at all. And I can't really do anything about that because I need more silver. Of course I could try to set up a fourth recipe for silver and get my thing this way, but I think I'm gonna do that next episode. I'm not sure I did a lot this episode, but that's still something because we have gathered a lot of iron, a lot of tin. Actually, I still don't know why I'm getting tin. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't mean, I mean, I didn't want to do a lot today. I wanted to do something different. I'm glad that I finally got the second turbine. That was like a pain in the ass. That was like a splinter in my ass kind of thing. I wanted to get that out of my sight, to never worry about not having enough amps in my basic LV setup. Now I don't have to worry about that. And it didn't have to sacrifice anything. Also, we just got some other resources. It's all good. It's never this stagnation because whenever I'm just not doing anything, there's always resources collecting, simply even from that berry field. Next episode, we're gonna be looking into the full automation of this line. Maybe even hooking up a second field so that the resources can be even more abundant. We'll see. I can kind of imagine that this can grow into something really crazy. So where we stand and these cells right here just fill up like crazy. Like every 3 or 4 seconds there'll be like a different dust. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll set up separate fields, like each field. Or maybe the second field will be the iron field entirely. And we'll see how much it gives us. I'll set up a line that pushes everything into a macerator so that it never stagnates again. And there'll be infinite iron dust kind of thing. But for now, this is it. So thank you all for watching. It was always a pleasure to stream for you guys and just overall progress in this game. Today's been a pleasure because I wasn't doing the goddamn mob farm thing. I wasn't cleaning anything. Well, I did a few minutes of cleaning, but that was all. And hope I'll see you next time in our, what, 40th episode, I think, already. I can say that's gonna be a blast because nobody knows what's that gonna be. Maybe I'll be just sitting there and looking through the NEI and just in the quest book and figuring out what to do next while I'm waiting on my resources to stack up. I don't know. So anyway, see you guys later. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.